everybody, Sam Burge here today, and this is part 3 of my Nemesis cosplay update. It finally came in. It only took about 3 weeks actually for where I ordered it to where it came from, and I gotta say there'll be a link below for where I got my Nemesis cosplay jacket. It finally came in and I was uber happy with the results. A few little flaws, but we'll get to that. So let's just get down to the jacket. Just to let you know, when I got the jacket, it did not come with any instructions. Right here is the main jacket part, and I'll do a little bit of close-up, but yeah, here's the main jacket. It actually comes in 2 pieces. First piece is the main vest right here. As you can see, it comes with straps up through the sides. Not really that bad. Then the main jacket, which I'm calling the dress of the whole thing, is right here. Let me bring it up around for you. Here it is. I got a 3X large because of my shoulders, because they do have a very specific diagram to certain people, and I was sort of sitting in the 3X large category. I was going to get 2X, but I was kind of afraid it might not be big enough for me to wear the costume. So here it is. And down below it comes with these little clips right here. Here's one of the niche problems I would have to say, is if you look right here, these are just made out of wood and they just clip on there. That was one of my issues I had, because one of these, as soon as I got them, because they're just glued on, it broke off. Like, it literally broke off. There's supposed to be 4 on here, came with 8, but that wasn't my case. Right off the bat, that broke off. Wasn't really too happy with that. So there's the main jacket right there. So let me just set this aside. Next part will be the chest pad. If people notice on Nemesis, that's what he has. He sort of has this main front part right here. I was lucky enough to get all 4 of them to be together in one piece, and it wasn't bad. I mean, bad part is, what I'm thinking about doing is getting some Velcro to put on this costume, because you guys sit here like this and put the straps on, which you'll see in the time-lapse video I'll be doing here soon. Next up is the sleeves. Best way to describe it, the sleeves themselves, they come with about like 5 straps per arm, and that's kind of a pain, to be really honest. It's kind of hard to do, because these things, when you have them on your arms, you probably will need somebody to help you out. But with the sleeves, they also come with the gloves. Now, I'm not too fond of the gloves, because this is legitimately the glove to the whole costume. Yeah. Was not too happy with that, because it's like a square, it's like a rectangle piece, and boom. I'm debating. I'm gonna look around first, but I might get some leather fingerless gloves and wear them instead, because this right here I'm not too fond of. It just don't sit right with me. I mean, I'm not particularly sure. But I mean, that's basically the whole costume. That's why it all came with. You get 2 sleeves, the whole jacket, and yeah, jacket comes with pieces. Bad part is it does not come with any instructions. So I had to go back to the site and look at the mannequin model that had the costume on, to sort of get an idea of how I was supposed to wear this, or how everything's supposed to go together. So that's basically the whole costume. I will sort of do a time-lapse video and show you how I put it on. Okay, so here it is. My entire Nemesis costume put on, put together. Got sort of just some of these strappings, but you know, here it is. All on. Some of you that have watched on my Facebook, you'll notice that I actually had this costume for a while. It's just until now I decided to put it on for YouTube. So I mean, there it is. Let me do some far angle shots for you. So all in all, what do I really actually think of this costume? For the price I paid and how long it took it to ship, I think it was actually pretty much worth it. And that's my personal opinion. It was kind of really hard to find an affordable Nemesis costume. This one cost me $170 altogether just to get, and that's including the shipping. There was a lot of them, like a lot of Nemesis costumes out there, but like they were all up in the $300 and $200 zone, and I was not really wanting to pay for all that. Some of the pros and cons of this costume is so and so. It's there and it's not. I don't like sort of how it's kind of hard to get the straps to tighten if you're like me by myself. It's not very fun to try to get this thing to strap onto you right, because it's made out of like a pleather material, so therefore it's not, you know, you can't sit there and tighten it as easy. I mean, putting it on is a plus, and getting it, you know, yeah, putting it on is a plus, but it's like, it's a pain in the ass at times. But I mean, if you have somebody with you, then you're in luck. You won't go through the pain and the trouble that I did, you know, putting this costume together. But I mean, it's not hard to take off. It's not. Once you just loosen some straps, throw it off like this, and you just put it up, and it's not hard. It's not really that pain. So I mean, for what it's worth, it's not that bad. I think it's a very, if you're kind of like me and you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to like pay a whole lot for your Nemesis costume, but pay a good price, I mean, this Nemesis costume is well worth it, in my opinion. You know, I'm planning on wearing this to Halloween, and I plan on wearing this to Gen Con next year, so it's going to have some worthwhile. So, some of the things I would say that I want to touch up on it as a costume altogether is sort of the way things are held together. Like the strapping on the arms, a real quick fix of like if you stitched the straps to where you want them to lay and just sort of stitch them on there, that won't be a problem. The front chest panel, I know a lot of people see in my video, it kept flopping. That's another one where I'm just going to get some Velcro and put it on there so it holds together. As for the buckles that are made out of wood with hair clips on them, I might replace them or try to improve them. These are just things you'll see later on in my life when I get to them. You know, this is just the costume as raw as it can get, as you can see it. And it's not bad. And you know, it's something, you know, it's like something, you know, you pay a good price for, you actually get some good quality for. I would recommend it to anyone else who wants to, you know, cosplay as Nemesis. I think it's not that bad of a deal for what I got, for what it's worth. A few things I am going to do to touch up on my personal self for it is I'm making the shoulder where it's exposed and it's got the raw flesh and the tentacle coming out of it. I am going to make that one by hand. I haven't had the time to get to it yet, but it is in my future projects. It's just with Halloween coming up, I have a lot of people want me to work on their costumes. So this is part of my, you know, part of the way things go. With me is a lot of times during October, a lot of people have me doing projects for them. So it's kind of how I keep busy around here now these days. But other than that, please like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think. If you have any other questions I didn't answer, feel free to comment below and I will else respond, or if when I get the shoulder piece done, I will respond then. Just depends on how things are going in the future to be. So this is Sam Bird signing out, saying thank you very much.